Well, howdy. Welcome back. Today is January 24th, 2021, as a point of reference, and I got my COVID-19 shot today. It was the Pfizer brand, so I have to get another one in 21 days. And I'm really looking forward to getting that second shot. So grateful to get the first shot. I feel good. I didn't have any after effects from it at all. And we had a really good time getting the shot. Not that the shot was that much fun, but it didn't hurt at all. But they made everybody wait for 15 minutes after the shot, and they had 50s and 60s music playing, and a bunch of old people were dancing and having a good time. It was just a really friendly, happy group of people, and very good experience. But today I'm going to tell you another little Uncle Robert story. My Uncle Rob was, as I said, crazy as a loon, more fun than two barrels of monkeys. Anyway, this is another Lake City story, and this occurred the year before the Patty the Chipmunk story. So it was wintertime. We were up there in... my whole family was up there. I think Uncle Claude had rented a little trailer house for a while, and we were all up there visiting. I think it was, there was snow on the ground, so Lord knows it could have been 4th of July up there. It happens all the time. But anyway, I think it was late fall. I think school had started, but it was probably our last trip to Lake City that year. And Uncle Rob had a buddy named Bob Disney, and Bob Disney called Uncle Rob Robin. I guess he didn't want to call him Rob, anyway, or Robert. But anyway, Bob Disney and Robin Kelly were a pair of crazy guys. Both of them didn't know any fear, would do anything that they felt big enough to do. They just didn't have a problem doing stuff. Anyway, they were drinking green cream de menthe, the two of them. And when my dad asked Uncle Rob why on earth he was drinking cream de menthe, Uncle Rob said, well, it's all I got. And tastes awful, but it sure makes pretty puke in the snow. So that was Uncle Rob's take on he'd drink about anything that'd get him high. So we left and came back home, and several days or weeks later, I don't know. Anyway, my dad got a phone call that Uncle Rob was in trouble up there, and come to find out, him and Bob Disney had gone over to the local saloon. There was one in Lake City. By the way, Lake City at that time had a winter residency of about 100 to 120 people. Today they have a winter residency of about 300, so it hasn't grown that much over the years. Their whole county today has under 800 people, residents in the whole county. So it's a little small, and they're very remote. Nobody goes there except when the weather's good. And when we were up there, it was at least 40 miles of really bad dirt road to get from the highway that went into Gunnison to Lake City. It was just a horrible drive over really bad roads. So I'm sure those roads are better now, but I haven't been to Lake City in a long, long time, maybe 20 years. So Uncle Rob and Bob Disney decided to go to the Longbranch Saloon and have a drink, and they wanted to drink alone, so they invited the other folks who were in there to leave, and if they didn't do that, they tossed their butts out. And so they took over the saloon and actually threw the owner out too, or I think he was the owner, or she, I think it was a woman. Anyway, they took over the dang saloon and sat there and drank themselves stupid till I guess about 3 days later, somebody notified the sheriff, and the sheriff is the only law enforcement in the entire county, and there was no deputy. It's just the one guy. So anyway, he got wind of it. He goes over there and invites him to leave, and they do. I don't know if they were arrested or probably arrested. I don't think Lake City had a jail at that time, but they might have. Anyway, Uncle Rob and Bob Disney took over the Longbranch Saloon for 3 days in the wintertime of 1958. And it was just kind of funny and kind of typical of the things that Uncle Rob was capable of doing. Anyway, that's the end of that story. I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.